Hi, my name is Soleil and welcome back to the Little Reader's Corner. Today we are doing a try a chapter tag, the Unhaul edition. So I am going to try one chapter out of each of these 4 books, and based off of that singular chapter I'm going to decide if I'm going to unhaul it. These specifically are 4 books that I've had for maybe 4 years at this point. And I just, like, when I look at them, I just don't care anymore. Like, I bought them originally with a purpose. One of these I think came in an Owl Crate box a while ago, and I was excited at the time, but there were just other books that I cared about much more. And now when I look at them on my shelves, I feel absolutely nothing. I do not care. So we're gonna see if reading a chapter sparks any interest. Otherwise, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of them. I'm going to put them in one of the little free libraries around my neighborhood, and I'm going to gain some shelf space. So without further ado, let's discuss the 4 books that we have that we're considering getting rid of. So first off, we have Heart of Thorns by Bree Barton. I have no clue what this is about. Let's see, let's find out. Mia Rose wants only one thing: revenge against the Gwairach? The Gwairach who killed her mother. Is that, I guess that is. Okay, the half-girl, half-god Gwairach are feared, reviled, and hunted. Oh my gosh, okay. Apparently her father was an infamous hunter who hunted these. She's going to score the 4 kingdoms and enact the hunter's creed. Heart for a heart, life for a life. This sounds absolutely wild and intense. Okay. I remember a lot of people were really excited about this a while back, so interesting. Then we have And I Darken by Kristen White. This is the one that I think I have the most hope for. So this is a retelling about... Are you kidding me? Did I read 5 chapters of this? Apparently I got to page 20. I have no recollection of that. Well, at least we know the chapters are short. Okay, so this is a retelling set in the Ottoman Empire. Is it about Vlad the Impaler? Was that it? Vlada Dragula. Sure. Ever since she and her gentle brother were wrenched from their homeland and abandoned by their father to be raised in the Ottoman courts, she is ruthless, made for survival. She despises the Ottomans, heir to the very empire, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, interesting. There's some hope there. I have heard good things from other people who read this. We shall see. Then we have Ash Princess. I know I got this one. This is by Laura Sebastian. I got this one at Costco in like 2017 maybe, and let's be honest, it's because I really liked the cover. This is about maybe a Princess Theodosia was 6 when her country was invaded and her mother, the Fire Queen, was murdered before her eyes. I mean, classic. Okay. She was crowned the Ash Princess, a title of shame to wear in her new life as a prisoner. 10 years later, captive in her own palace. She's been bearing the girls, she's powerless, survival, blood, throne, lost. Another classic tale. We shall see. And then 4 Dead Queens by Astrid Schottel. Schottel? I don't know what origin that is. It might be German, might not be. Okay, this one is also an Owl Crate exclusive edition. So it's like all fancy and stuff. 17-year-old Karali may seem harmless, but in fact she's one of Quadara's most skilled thieves and a liar. She's entangled in a conspiracy that leaves all 4 of Quadara's queens dead. Okay. Discover who has killed the queen, blah, 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 blah. Murder mystery. Yeah, I truly don't give a flying about this book, but we'll find out. Maybe I will in a second. Let's get to reading. and I quote, "What I wouldn't give to have a porcelain swell of breast." Her curls gleamed the color of wet blood. Oh my god, they keep quoting this heart for a heart, life for a life thing. It's happened like 3 times in 10 pages. Yet again, even if you'd rather have a handsome boy to admire the swell of your porcelain bosom. Okay, I just finished the first chapter and this is a fat no for me. This is going in the unhaul pile. Oh, geez, it's just exactly the kind of YA fiction that I just don't care for anymore. Like, the whole discussion was about how she was going to be forced to marry the prince, and she was going to escape and get revenge, and she had been trained as a warrior her entire life underneath her father's tutelage. All these things, and it just seems like a generic story all over again. So this is going to be a no. Let's move on to the next one. All right, Ash Princess. In a land without a queen, the princess must rise. Let's see how we do here. Oh my god, there's so many maps. How am I supposed to keep track of all of these maps? Oh my god, my mom's name is in this. That's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so I finished the first chapter of Ash Princess, and this is going to be another no. For this one, okay, first off, it's interesting, but it's weird for me that this has like a lot of German linguistics, but like, I'm like, why? Okay. So it looks like it's supposed to be like Germanic inspiration of an empire, I guess. Either way, it's the same problem where it's the kind of fantasy where the author feels like they need to explain a lot of background and explain each person's personality to you because you certainly won't understand otherwise. I really dislike that. Ugh, and the main character automatically just irks me because the whole time she's just talking about her revenge and how she hates the father of her best friend because he's the one that killed her mother, but like, she loves her best friend, but every single moment she sees her best friend's face, she can just feel the anger and the rage, and it just feels so, oh. Yeah, so that's a no. We're not on a roll here, or are we on a roll? I guess, hello? I guess the point of these is to find out if I am enjoying these books and if it's worth me to keep them, and it is not. So on to the next one, And I Darken. So this one I think has really short chapters because apparently I made it to chapter 5. Oh wow, okay. Of course, there yet again is a map, but there are also, what are these called? What are these called? Like ancestral trees, family trees. Okay, it starts off in Transylvania. Oh boy. Vlad Dracul's heavy brow descended like a storm. Okay. A bastard. He had not thought his seed weak enough to produce a girl. Oh god. Okay. Vasilissa's royal breasts were far too important to suckle from. Alright, well, the first chapter of this one was 2 pages long, and in some universe I would read further to make it more fair to this book, but truly I just don't care to keep reading. So there we go. This has been on my shelves for so long, and if I just don't feel like reading it, it's just not gonna happen, and it's just not worth it. So why would I waste my time reading something I'm not excited to read? Because I barely have enough free time for hobbies as it is anyways. So on to the last book. Now we have 4 Dead Queens by Astrid Schotte, maybe? Perhaps. And this one I have the least amount of hope for. Okay, honestly, I'm quite surprised because that first chapter was really promising. Like, I still don't know if I care about the actual plot of this, but I'm enjoying the writing style. The characters, it remains to be seen if they're more juvenile or would be more interesting and like fully dimensional. I'm not sure, but it remains to be seen. Let me know. Hello. Let me know if you have read 4 Dead Queens, or if you've heard of anyone who read 4 Dead Queens and enjoyed it, because this one is currently in the maybe pile, so I think I'll still have to decide if I'm going to unhaul this, but right now there's actually some promise and some hope here. Well, I'm glad we're ending this on a positive note. So out of the 4 books that I tried a chapter of today, I will be unhauling 3. So I'll be unhauling And I Darken, Heart of Thorns, and Ash Princess. And we're undecided on 4 Dead Queens. I'm as shocked as you are, honestly. This might even stay on my shelves. We will never know. You'll find out in my next unhaul if I do end up getting rid of this, but please let me know if you have read it so that I can make my decision. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are doing well. Please let me know a book that you recently unhauled or you weren't really feeling. Maybe I've read it as well. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you made it this far in the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!